I'm Andre Huey, and this is Sxm Islandtime TV News. On November 30th, Minister of Education, Culture and Science from the Netherlands, Jet Boesemaker, visited NIPA during her brief stopover on the island. The minister, her delegation and invited guests, which included Minister of Education Sylvia Jacobs and members of NIPA board, received a tour from the interim director, Dr. Tashina Maku Thomas. The group went from class to class, and Minister Boesemaker was quite impressed by what she saw and the answers students gave to questions she posed. The tour ended in the restaurant with a high tea gathering and refreshments, which were prepared by the NIPA culinary students. Gifts of appreciation were exchanged between the minister and NIPA, followed by the minister expressing that she enjoyed her visit and was pleased with the track on which NIPA is heading. The St. Martin Communications Union has expressed concern that the Telem group of companies is still without a CEO after parliamentary elections of September 26. The union noted that the Prime Minister mentioned right before election that 3 new board members would be added to the board 6 weeks after elections, and right after the CEO would be appointed. According to the union, we're now in the month of December, 9 weeks after elections, and the 3 board members that passed the screening are still not appointed to the board of directors to allow the 1 board member to resign from his position and become CEO as the Prime Minister planned. In the meantime, Telem is operating without a CEO, the union said, and the employees are now tired of the situation because there is no one to hold ultimate responsibility for bad decisions that are being made in the company. The situation in Telem is so tense, the union said, that the Department of Planning and Engineering decided that they no longer want to work under the leadership of Eldert Louisa, who is the technical director. On November 29th, the union sent a mail to the Prime Minister requesting a meeting with him to see if he, in his capacity as Prime Minister, could bring some clarity on the situation. The union is saying, again, that because the company doesn't have leadership, there is no one to hold responsible. St. Martin Islandtime TV News now presents highlights of the Youth Parliamentary Debate, which was held last week.
We'll be launching a YouTube channel within the new year, and this outlet will let us inform the public as well as create a platform for discussion and debates to see how solutions can arise from our problems. So I introduce you once again to the St. Martin Youth Parliament that will present to you on this year's theme for the Convention of the Rights of the Child.
Life. Scholarly institutions such as universities and public schools are typically used to administer teaching. Articles 28 and 29 state respectively. Article 28, state parties recognize the rights of the child to educate, and with a viewing to achieving this right progressively and on the basis of equal opportunity, they shall in particular make primary education compulsory and available and free to all.
Fellow Youth Parliament members, my name is Joshua Bowers. I am a student at the University of St. Martin. I'm also working at the St. Joseph Primary School, and today I'll be talking about Article 28, 1D, where it states that make educational and vocational information and guidance available, accessible to all children. And I'll be focusing on vocational education. Working in a school, I see that you learn that every child has a different learning style. And some children might understand, they might just read something and simply understand the concept, while others don't. And they often fall into different ways of drugs and bad behavior, you know. And I think that this is bad. I think it can be avoided. I think it can be avoided. And I also believe that there's a bias against vocational education.
This article must be implemented so that all pupils can receive a sound elementary education free of cost. St. Martin's Constitution also supports the concept of access to elementary education in Article 11(2).
The question we ask ourselves is whether we learn that which we believe will help us succeed. For too long, in too many schools in country St. Martin, young people have been provided a learning experience that demotivates, uneducates, and underprepares them, that they are left reaching for remedial preparation for their careers, future education, and civil preparation that they seek. We seek nothing less than to transform the way children learn. This means during the typical school days, as well as including engaging expanded learning opportunities in afternoon school, weekends, and summers as a part of that equation, especially for the struggling students.
Finally, on Sxm Islandtime TV News, the Victorious Living Foundation held its Leader Worth Following Awards 2016 on Saturday. Awardees were Dr. Alicia Liverpool and Mrs. Asha Stevens, founder of the Asha Stevens Hillside Schools. Both of these dynamic leaders were supported by the persons who nominated and crowned them as leaders worth following. They were both awarded with a Beautiful Diamond Award, which celebrated their accomplishment as Victorious Living's first recipients of the Leaders Worth Following Award. The awards were in the category of Beyond You Leadership, putting others above themselves. Ambassador Liverpool defines a leader worth following as one who leads themselves and others ultimately become all that they are created to be and do. LeaderCast, the largest global one-day leadership conference whose motto is to create leaders whose worth the following, endorses the Foundation's awards and provided leadership books for the awardees and the three nominated finalists, Roy Cotton Jr., Makeda Shillingford, and Jim Rosen, who could not be present. His gifts were received on his behalf by President of Parliament, Mr. Sarah Westcott Williams. LeaderCast, hosted live simulcast by Victorious Living, is slated for May 5th, 2017, under the theme Powered by Purpose. This has been St. Martin Islandtime TV News. I'm Andre Huey. Thank you for watching.